Hey guys, that typing in the background is my over-enthusiastic co-caster Ramen, but man, even your name is making me hungry. Alright guys, thanks for joining us for the finals match of this CiG Cup number 3, phantaxx versus tQSungpA. We are 1-0 right now in favor of our Terran player tQSungpA. And that actually kind of sounds French if you say that fast. tQSungpA, you know, like Pierre.
Yeah, a little bit, I guess.
No, that's just me being delirious. As soon as TQ is ready, we're going to move on to the second round, and he only has to win... Man, did you hear that in the background?
I'm hearing it. I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, I don't know either. It comes in spurts and it goes. But tQSung just has to win 2 more games, and then he's going to secure his $100 prize. I'm sorry, $75 prize. The second map will be Xel'Naga, and man, I actually haven't seen enough of this map in this tournament. I wish we picked it as one of the ladder maps. As one of the tournament maps, but I don't think we actually did. We're just using it in the semifinals and the finals match.
I do really like this map. It's got a really nice layout, just really for all sorts of gameplay styles.
Yeah. Actually, Freeze GDI, if you could turn off, I don't know if it's one of you guys that's causing the Android static in the background, but it's kind of freaky. And me being in my delirious state, anything makes me paranoid right now. But I'm going to actually tell you guys a little nugget of information. First of all, tQSungpA is the red Terran at the bottom left-hand corner of Xel'Naga, phantaxx being the blue Protoss on the opposite side. Now, what I usually do on this map is pretty cheesy, but it's very, very effective. I win 80 to 90% of my TVPs using this strategy. What I do is build a supply depot pretty much the same time that he's doing right now, but immediately after that, I'll send out a probe, build a proxy barracks right here. Then, when the supply depot is done, I will build a refinery, put 2 SCVs on it. As soon as you are done, by the time your barracks is finished, you can build a tech lab immediately, take that SCV, build another barracks, build another tech lab, and pump marauders out of those 2. Get your slow first, and then just attack their front base. By the time you bring your 2 marauders and 1 or 2 SCVs into his main, he's going to have about 1 zealot and 1 stalker, and you can easily kite the zealot, kill it, and then just build up from there.
Absolutely. It's just, honestly, just something most players will not expect. I mean, not many people practice barracks these days. And,
I get a lot of QQ from that, I'll tell you that. But it's almost worth it. I almost do it just to hear the reactions from my players. It's not that I can't play a macro game, it's just sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm so lazy, I don't want to do this, let's just end this game quickly. So phantaxx doing an excellent probe harass. It's a mark of a good Protoss player is harassing the Terran, taking a lot of his SCVs down to half health while yourself not taking a lick of damage. I mean, you can get your shields depleted, of course, but they regenerate so fast that you're able to do this type of harass. But you know, once the first Marine comes out, you got to get out of there. You can't go toe to toe with a Marine.
Afraid not.
You know, and I have to give it up for Blizzard for creating a game like this. I mean, how long does StarCraft 1 remain in the public eye? I mean, it still is in some forms more popular than StarCraft 2.
Absolutely. Still one of the more popular games. Still played competitively over in Korea.
Yeah,
absolutely huge.
So I can only imagine how long this game is going to stay on the radar. You know.
Yeah, hopefully it's going to have a long lifespan. Hopefully for years to come.
Yeah, absolutely. In the meantime, what is phantaxx going to do right now? He's not going to 4-gate for sure. He always does some 3-gate variation, a 3-gate robo, or a fast expand. This SCV stays are numbered. 1 more bolt from the stalker. Oh my god, is it actually going to escape? No way, okay.
Zealot was blocking it there a little bit, but he is going to get that kill.
Man, I don't know if you guys caught that, but the physics in the game is so awesome that when the SCV exploded and the Zealot rushed up to part of the scrap metal, his leg actually kicked it a little bit inside.
Oh, we are seeing 3-gate with being thrown down right now.
Wow.
It slows down.
Well, this guy loves to shove my words back in my mouth. All right, buddy, you're going to 4-gate. Good for you. Okay, guys, defeating a 4-gate as Terran, you got to have bunkers in your front base. 2 at the minimum, 3 if you can spare it, and Freeze taking the World Guinness Records of most disconnects in a single night. I think this is possibly his 5th disconnect, so I do apologize for that. Now we're seeing the same sort of build from tQSungpA. He's going for that 2 racks. However, he does have a reactor for one of them, so no doubt pumping out Marines en masse. And this is actually a pretty effective Terran, I would almost call it cheese strategy, getting a couple of early Marauders and Marines and then researching stim packs to finish around the 7-minute mark, and then just bombarding the Protoss base before he can get up and running. Now, this is going to be a little harder of a strategy to pull off, mainly because the Protoss is going 4-gate. And really, you don't really see Protoss players go 4-gate that often anymore. So this will catch tQSung a little off guard, but man, that's a nice snipe. Able to snipe off that Stalker. A great
nice force field.
Great force field, trapping half his army, and realizing that half of his army is dead, he's gonna run back to his base. He's not gonna push his luck.
The poor 2 guys left behind there, just struggling up against that barrier. And then,
yeah, now this probe is probably going to have to get going soon here. He needs to put down a proxy pylon, either here or closer to the base, or just right there, I guess.
Well, that's not a bad spot for it, I guess. Probably not going to be noticed, but he's going to have to retreat anyway before he's able to kill that pylon.
Yeah, so I think tQSung is pretty aware of the 4-gate now, putting up 2 bunkers, and I think he can actually probably get away with 2 bunkers because he has quite a few Marauders. But if you have a mainly Marine army, you need at least 3 bunkers to hold this off. Possibly pulling off some SCVs to repair them as they're taking damage.
That's exactly what it looks like he's doing. He's ready for it here. He does have the 2nd command center, but obviously not going to be moving that anytime soon.
No, and look at this is the power of 4-gate. So devastating if you're not ready for it. You know, in tQSung's face, I think he's going to be just fine. These SCVs been tanking a little bit in the middle, and even so, look at those nice force fields going down, not allowing any more.
Blocking the SCVs from repairing.
Right, not allowing any more from repair. But you know, tQSung's going to be holding this off, no problem at all. And now that he's successfully warded off the 4-gate, he's probably going to push and make a counter attack.
Actually, Micro there pulling his 2 Marines down to the side there.
Yeah, I saw that. It was really good. I love seeing Protoss units on the run. That's right, guys. Get out of here.
And with that, he'll be able to kill all those proxy pylons, except for the one that is arbitrarily placed out to the right.
Right. And phantaxx actually in a pretty tough spot right now because he can't expand. He doesn't have the units to defend expansion. So he pretty much has to go 1 base, 4-gate, and hope his 2nd push does some sort of damage. Or at this point, he can tech to Colossi, higher tech. Obviously, he's off of 1 base again, but you know it does run the risk of well, it gives you the great reward of succeeding if you can get your Colossus out in time, but also does run the risk of putting you hugely behind in economics to the point where it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is an all-in sort of attack. Gambles on that push. Unfortunately, because CiG did go for that aggressive early attack, he did notice it and was able to react accordingly.
Yep, and here comes another small skirmish. That probe getting taken. All I wanted to do was build a Nexus, not even be able to put that down. Look for a force field to go down. Actually he pulled back just before. What a nice micro. Wow, he's able to micro it away before a force field cut his army in half, potentially losing half of his army.
So yeah, his units are at such low health now, he needs to play back, he needs to wait for a medevac or other units to be able to tank that damage up in the front.
Well, they're going to be waiting for a medevac for a long time, so I don't even see a starport on the field right now. I see 4 racks in a factory.
He is going factory, so we may see it here in a second. Here, there we go. And now he's going up with a reactor on the factory.
And it looks like phantaxx is making one last-ditch effort to attack. He's not even bothered expanding. He's pouring all of his resources into making an attacking army able to reinforce his existing army extremely fast. So this could be a little dangerous for CiG.
Cleverly going around, Freeze needs you to cut the mic here.
Yeah, going around the backside, skirting those 2 bunkers placed at the front. But, you know, honestly, just looking at the size of his army, I don't think that it's going to be enough. CiG can just easily pull these SCVs out at the same time with the damage.
Oh, why? Ooh, he's going straight for the army, right into bunkers.
Yeah,
big mistake here, I think. He's going to lose all his forces.
Yeah, he will lose all of them. This will most likely be a GG from phantaxx. There it goes. And CiG played that out perfectly to the T, warded off the 4 gate, calmly pushed, didn't overextend himself, came back to his base and finished it off in precise fashion. So we're going to see you guys in Game 3, potentially the last game, since this is a best-of-5 series.